Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and it is time for Pick a Stack Wednesday. Yeah! We're going to start off with a little golden singing bell here. This is a G sharp. This charges the cards, the crystals, me, you, everybody listening to this. And I was told the other day that one of my regular watchers basically just listens to the video for the singing bell. And you know what? That is perfectly okay. If this makes you feel good, makes you feel happy, I've done my job. If you are new to Pick a Stack, what we do here is we have 3 stacks hidden under these boxes. 1, 2, 3. And each stack includes 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and 1 crystal. And each stack tells a story. So your mission is to think of an idea, an issue, or a question pertaining to your own life, a loved one's life, your community, your family, the world, and then choose a stack or 2 stacks, or heck, all 3 stacks. And I highly encourage you to listen to all 3 readings because you might choose stack number 1 and there might be something in stack number 3 that resonates with you, but maybe for a different question. You just never know. I also send out a blessing at the end, and I play the singing bell at the end as well. So, having said all that, let's get started. If you chose stack number 1, your stone is black onyx. Black onyx. Very popular stone. Very common stone, but it's also very grounding. And it's often called the stone of self-mastery and self-control because it can help enhance steadfastness and determination and helping to set your mind to the task that is required. So this can help you focus. It can also be helpful for when you're letting go of all that no longer serves you. Now today we have the full moon, blood moon, super moon, flower moon, which is why I put flowers in the background today. That's for the moon. And, during this super blood full moon, it's a great time to do a releasing. For example, I'm releasing all 3 of my vehicles so that I can create a salt cave in the garage. So when you release something, you make room for something new and better. And so this stone can help with that. It can help you release your old beliefs and patterns. And it can help repel negative energy from other people, things, and situations. So this is a really good stone to have on hand. Doesn't mean you have to have it in your hand all the time, but maybe, carrying it with you. And if you get somewhere that, I can already start to feel the energy, you pull this thing out, keep it in your hand, absorb those energies. You'll feel so much better. This is why I keep crystals in my vehicles. Because if I get stuck in traffic or something happens, I have a little cubby right up front and I can pull out whatever crystal I need and it's like a breath of fresh air. All right, so if you chose stack number 1, your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot, and it is the King of Shells. In this deck, the King of Shells is represented by a fabulous seahorse. And the King of Shells, or the King of Water, this is obviously, it says harmony and integrity. To get to this position, hopefully you have lived a life of integrity, or at least now you're living a life of integrity to make up for the things you've done in your past. That's kind of, my story. But This is, you think about the male seahorse. This is what my guides keep saying. The male seahorse carries the babies. In other words, he's trustworthy. He is trusted with the future. He's trusted with the babies. So this is a very powerful card for being trustworthy and having integrity where you are at right now. Now, we're not talking about your past, okay? But right now, living that life of integrity and seeking out that harmony. Having the masculine energy, but carrying the babies, that is such a beautiful balance, because the feminine energy is nurturing, but you're the masculine protective energy. So there's a really good balance here. And it's a high card. It's a king. And gender has nothing to do with this. But the king, that's as high as you can go in the court. This has been there, done that. And now I'm taking care of my people. So we're going to add to that a card from the Druid Craft Tarot. And it is the Death card. This is a major arcana. So you've got a king and a major arcana. So very powerful. It's card number 13. And this is the Death card. Now, this does not mean death like we know it. This can mean the death of the ego. And that's what I got right away when I turned this over. And for some reason, this is the one that came to me right here, is this face. This is the death of the ego. And in order to be the king of shells or the king of water, in order to live that life of integrity and trustworthiness, you have to get rid of the ego. So whatever that means to you, because it's going to mean something different to different people. We have this full blood supermoon right now, great for releasing. But let's get rid of that ego. We don't need to have our ego be stroked. We don't need to care about what other people think about us or say about us or feel about us. We're supposed to be the best person we can be and let go of that ego. This is the death of your former self. Now, everybody in the New Age and spiritual communities talks about, the old earth versus the new earth. This is the death of the old earth, the death of the old ways, so that the new ways of integrity and honesty and trustworthiness and nurturing and loving can be. So this is old ways, this is new ways. I take care of myself so I can take care of others. The old way is I'm going to take care of everybody else and I'm not even going to do self-care. Okay? But I got to take care of myself so I can take care of others. Because if I am healthy and happy and filled with love and I'm sharing, I'm a shining example for other people, and also other people benefit because my frequency is high, and then their frequency is going to be higher because it's catchy. Yeah, frequencies are catchy. That's why they say misery loves company, because somebody that's miserable that has a low frequency, they're going to try and pass that on to everybody around them. I'd rather do the opposite and have my frequency high and pass that on to everybody around me. So, death of the ego. Let's let go of that need for external validation, that need for, attention from other people. Give yourself the attention that you want. That way you won't be disappointed. And you deserve all the good things and you deserve all that attention, but it's got to come from within. It's got to come from within. Okay? So that's those two. Then your third card is from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck, which looks like that. And you get Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin, she is all about compassion. And it says, choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Now, isn't that interesting that we had this king that's all about integrity and honesty, and he's carrying the eggs, and then we get Kuan Yin. I mean, how beautiful is that? So let's see what the book says about Kuan Yin. And there's no page number, so we have to go alphabetically. Here we go. So Kuan Yin. let's see. Kuan Yin has a strong connection to healing energy, in particular Reiki, and encourages people to offer care, forgiveness, and compassion to themselves and to others. Compassion is about recognizing the spirit in others. It's about seeing that they come from the same source as you do. Now, that's everybody. We all come from the same source. This is why we say we are one, because we all come from the same source. No matter what you believe, no matter what you've been taught or programmed to believe, we do actually all come from the same source. And I would like to believe, I do believe that that source is filled with love, that source is love. So there's, I said earlier, misery loves company, but love conquers all is another really good saying. Love conquers all. Love is stronger than anything. Love is protective. Think about a parent's love for their child. There's nothing more protective. When my son was little, I was like that fierce mama tiger. I remember being in a mall and thinking, if I set my baby down, I pity the fool that would try to do anything to my child, because you're going to see a side of me that I didn't even know existed. So we need to be filled with love and compassion. We can be that balance between feminine nurturing energy and male protective energy. And that's where we're headed. We're all headed towards that balance, but we got to get rid of the ego. Okay? Let that go. It doesn't matter what other people say or think. Let it go. All right, so that is stack number 1. I feel like I need to do the singing bell between each one today. So we're going to have a little singing bell. All right. If you chose stack number 2, your stone, and they were very specific on which stone this was. So they wanted topaz, but they wanted this one. This is a raw topaz. And the colors in it are magnificent. Deep, rich colors. This is the exact one they wanted me to choose. So apparently somebody needs to see this. So topaz helps you discover your own inner riches of soul images, abilities, and knowledge. It encourages openness, honesty, and a fulfilled emotional life. It can help you gain confidence in yourself. And it urges you to share good feelings and fortune with others. It may also enhance your problem-solving skills and make you aware of what you have learned over your life through hard work and life experiences. So this is topaz. I'll set that right there. And your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck, and it is a major arcana card. It is the card of justice, card number 11. 11 is a master number. And what's interesting is, it's represented by this raven, but it has 2 flowers in its beak. And isn't it interesting that tonight we have the full moon, blood moon, super moon, flower moon. So this is all about balance as well. Stack number 1 was had a lot to do with balance. And here we have 2 flowers. I mean, he could have been holding them both facing the same way, but he has them facing opposite ways, which is all about balance. And justice, it's the scales of justice. And those scales are balanced. This is truth. This is clarity. So whatever your question was, there's clarity. Oh, my guides just said there's clarity not just in the answer, but in the question itself. So whatever your question was, think how you worded it, because it's very important. Like they're really making it important in my mind. It's really important how you worded it. Okay? So also the justice, because justice, the scales are balanced. This is justice for all. This is not justice for me. This is just justice for everyone involved. So whatever's going on, it's the most benevolent outcome for everybody. And that's what we should always try to attain or intend, because if you're just wanting justice for yourself, that's the ego. And we just talked about that in stack number 1. We have to let go of that ego. And this card is talking about justice for all. Okay, most benevolent outcome for everybody. And we're going to add to that from the Druidcraft Tarot, the 8 of Wands. This is the 8 of fire. Fire, passion, get her done. And what is this person doing? This person is throwing that wand like it's a javelin. The wands are not coming to him. He's got them. He's the owner of those wands. And he's using them as tools. So whatever you've got in your, quote, toolbox, you know, if you're a healer, you have different healing modalities in your toolbox. If you are a crafty person, you have different types of tools in your crafty toolbox. If you're a mechanic, you have different kinds of tools in your toolbox. And those tools are yours. So you do with them what you will. But you got to do it for the most benevolent outcome for all. Now, there's one person that comes to my mind who's, you know, going back and forth in the court because of child care, child support, children's issues. And I had a conversation with her the other day about there needs to be a most benevolent outcome for all, not just you, not just the children, not just him, but for everybody. Everybody involved should come out a winner. And that's the intention we need to put out there. So whatever you're going through right now, make your intention be that there's a most benevolent outcome for everyone and justice for all, not just for one. Okay. So then your third card is from the Keepers of the Light deck. And we have Dijwal Kul, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So let's see what the book says. Whoops, too far. The book says, oh, I totally massacred the name. It's Diwal Kul with 3 A's. Diwal. So he's known as the Tibetan. He's a Tibetan Buddhist master. He is said to have had many incarnations, including as a devotee of Buddha himself and as one of the 3 wise men who honored the baby Jesus. Through his earthly experiences, he has learned the importance of spiritual practice and discipline, and knows that the path we are on unfolds over time. He is now helping lightworkers follow their dharma, which is a Sanskrit word meaning the right way of living. So, we have him helping us achieve that justice. If he's helping us with our dharma, which is the right way of living, and then we have this justice card, and we have all these tools, and our intention is that whatever's going on, we have the most benevolent outcome for all. He's there to help us. So that's kind of cool that we have a helper. All right, that was stack number 2. Let's have a little golden singing bell. Awesome. And if you chose stack number 3, your stone is Iolite. Iolite is also known as the water sapphire. It is believed to have multiple healing and spiritual properties and considered a vision stone. It can help with recovering balance, and it's recommended for those suffering from disorientation, lack of motivation, chronic disorganization, and distraction. Iolite aids in understanding and releasing the causes of addiction, allowing for the expression of one's true self, and freed from the expectations of others. Physically, Iolite can help with healing your eyes, migraines and headaches, dizziness, stimulating memory, and preventing insomnia, nightmares, or sleep disturbances. So you could put this in your pillowcase. Water sapphire. So that is your stone. And your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot. And we have the ladybug. This is the Five of Crystals, also known as the Five of Earth or Pentacles. So it's interesting because usually the 5 is the card of being on the fence. And we have this ladybug on, probably a stem of some type, providing a bridge or a fence. It can be persistence of staying on that stem. It's windy out right now. We've got the winds of change because of that super blood full moon. So think about that little ladybug hanging onto a stem and that wind is blowing. Okay? Balance, persistence. But now think about that ladybug on that little stem in the wind that, I can fly and go in any direction I want at any time. So there's that new possibility. Am I going to go left? Am I going to go right? Am I going to go straight? Am I going to go straight up? Am I going to go down on the ground? I can go anywhere I want from where I'm at right now. So that's what this card is representing, that, there can be a new beginning and I can go anywhere. I can be anything. When we're a child, we're told you can be anything you want when you grow up. But then when you grow up, people don't say that anymore. They're like, no, this is your career. Or no, this is your life. We have to look at our lives differently, that, any given day, we can totally shift gears. I can get some wild hair, or my spirit guides can give me a message that, you know what, you're going to go to nursing school. You're going to start in the fall. Oh, okay. So at any given time, we can totally do a 180, a 360, or whatever, and we can change our lives. Or the universe can change our life for us if we keep avoiding those changes. I've had that happen. So your next card is from the Druidcraft Tarot, and this is the number 1 major arcana card. It's not the first card. It's the number 1 card, which is actually the second card. So you get the Magician. So here we're talking about all these new possibilities and going in any direction we want. And here we get the Magician card, which is saying, hey, you're the magician. You can do whatever you want. You want to create a new world? Okay, you got the tools to do that. Do you want to create a new life for yourself? Okay, you got the tools to do that. Do you want to improve your health? You got the tools to do that. When I'm working with the veterans, I tell them this all the time, that you have the power. It's inside of you. Don't give it to somebody else. Don't give it to the VA. Don't give it to your family. Don't give it to your spouse or your ex-spouse. Don't give your power to anybody else. Your power is within you. This is you, and you've got all the tools that you need at your disposal. And this dude, he's actually at Stonehenge, which is a very magical, high energy place, sacred. And you know what? That's with us as well. So if you chose stack number 3, this is a very powerful message because you've got major arcana with the ladybug. And it's saying you've got all the power. What do you want for your life? What do you want? Create it. No, don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it next week. Start today. whatever that means. Even if it means just clean your house from top to bottom, because you're releasing. But this is, you've got all the power, you've got all the tools, you've got everything you need, and you are a creator. And everybody watching this, doesn't matter if you're 3 or 103, you've got the power. You've got all the tools you need. What kind of world do you want to live in? Because you do create that already. So now create it with intention. When the magician does a spell, when he does magic, he does it with intention, and that's what makes it work. And most of us live our lives not even knowing that we're living our lives with intention. If you have low self-esteem, self-worth, and you don't feel like you deserve good things, then you're being a magnet for those things that are not good for you. So you can't sit back and go, oh, why do these bad things keep happening to me? Because you are calling them to you. Yeah, you are. I know. I get it. I've been there. I've done that. But once you raise yourself up out of that and go, you know what? I do deserve good things. I'm a beautiful, amazing, powerful being. And I'm going to create a new life for myself. And this is what I want. Get out a notebook, get out a journal, write it down. Make it so. Because you create your world, your life. You got the power. You got the power. Sorry, I won't sing anymore. Your third card is from the Keepers of the Light, and you get Lady Venus. Look at how beautiful she is. She's obviously already created her life. This is downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And I just want to point out this beautiful aura that she's got going around her. We have this super full blood moon, and she's very moon-like. Now, I know she's Lady Venus, but right now she's very moon-like. At least that's what I feel. Let's see what the book says about Lady Venus. Lady Venus is the twin flame of Sanat Kumara and is said to reside in the astral realm surrounding the planet Venus. The light beings of Venus are now coming to light workers on Earth to help them with their connections, understanding, and capacity to share divine love. Lady Venus is a wonderful keeper of the light to call on when you are trying to forge a connection with the heavens or finding it difficult to understand the signs, symbols, and guidance that are being sent to you physically or through meditation. She also allows us to connect with or focus on particular energies so we can understand them more. If you are studying a spiritual subject at this time, call on Lady Venus to help you. So we've got someone to help us create our universe, create our world. Now, this is in addition to all your spirit guides and guardians, all your other ascended masters. If Jesus or Mother Mary or Kuan Yin or Saint Germain or the archangels work for you, then use them as well. But you can also call on Lady Venus. Beautiful, powerful. I can't wait to hear how you guys are creating your own universes, your new universes. Because remember, that's why we came here. We came here to this reality to release all the karma and all the baggage from all of our other lives. So let's do that. Don't carry that baggage around anymore. Get rid of the baggage and create that new, beautiful life that you've always dreamed of. So that was stack number 3. I love you guys. Thank you for watching and listening. Thank you for sharing, liking, whatever. I have no ego, so I'm not worried about how many likes we get. But I do send you blessings, of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because you are worthy and you deserve them. Namaste, my beautiful soul family. Love you.